This game has flashing lights. If you or a family member have a known history of epileptic seizures, please be careful about watching this video. If this does occur, please call emergency backup ASAP. Thank you for watching, and now enjoy the video. Yeah, I drank 2 Mountain Dews. No, I'm tired because sugar makes me tired. I don't know why. Maybe I should talk to doctors about that, but that'd be later. Sometimes you can hear me drink water. That must be disturbing. You ever get so thirsty for water that your body is just like, please, the love of everything, please, water. I'm gonna shut my light off again. I like playing games in the dark. I'm gonna be honest here. It's more cozy to me. Anyway. Okay. Still have a few people I'm missing for followers. No, I can hang out with her. I can hang out with Stroll. I'm gonna hang out with her.
Well met.
Military tactics. You see, care to indulge me in a round? Yeah, sure.
All right.
Shall we?
If so.
Oh God, it's chess. We already know how I feel about chess. If that's how you plan on make your advance, then checkmate. Learned quite a bit from that match. I believe we would both benefit from continued practice. This game affords me the opportunity to visualize strategies all on my own. What if the enemy came at me from such an angle? How would I retaliate? And so on and so forth.
I'd say
I once failed my duty to protect His Highness the Prince. At that time, I was but a novice, a new addition to the Royal Guard. I lacked the experience needed to properly assume the role.
that's why.
Thus, for that reason, that I know train both my body and my mind so thoroughly, as I have vowed to never such a thing occur once again.
Well then.
No.
I'm not nothing of a sort. My body bears the scars of my myriad weaknesses. That said, it's quite a pleasure to speak so freely with you. I find comfort in knowing that I have shared my feelings with, if we succeed in the endeavors and create a country where all can truly live equally, I hope to serve as a knight captain, passing down what knowledge I can to the new generation. I will speak not just of tactics, but of all my experiences on this journey, my victories and and of course my failures too. And in doing so, I would see the royal guard elevated to new heights, I hope.
Well,
Yes.
Well, should such a starry eyes wish come true, I shall tell them much of you, our captain. Such a position is clearly not one's most would adapt to, such less succeed in, given the circumstances of a fight. And I must say, you wear the role well. Thus hard to believe it's your first foray into such responsibility. Perhaps you have a natural talent for it. I thought to call it talent is disservice. No, whatever higher calling you have, I can only be as I am now because of you.
True.
Trust you and Gallica that set the cogs of the journey in motion. I think there is some significance to you being the captain, in my humble opinion. You have my gratitude. After crossing provable swords with you, I feel that I am one step closer to my dreams. Why, wisdom grew.
all right.
Dang, look at all that wisdom.
All right.
Now then, shall we continue the discussion on tactics? There were some blunders you can avoid the next time. For example, when a piece moves here, you should. I might have a portrait of himself in that room. Just realized that.
The party sets off from Martira. As they watch the setting sun,
Oh, the gauntlet
sink
runner's
under
gone.
the horizon, their gauntlet runner arrives in a land grown thick with trees. The wildlife retreats to safety before the sunlight fades, leaving only deafening silence. The anticipation that follows a journey's beginning swells in their hearts.
Oi!
Hey, have you heard? There's a bath cast on the back deck now. I've heard enough whining about not being able to bathe, so I whipped something up. It's not elegant, but it will do the job. No doubt it will shake too much to use while traveling, but it should be lovely to enjoy a soak when you're stopped.
Speaking of,
I've heard that a certain region, fruits and grasses, are added to bathwater to relieve exhaustion and strengthen the body. Should you encounter such items, perhaps you ought to consider a purchase. Huh.
The breeze feels nice.
But
I can tell you're feeling stronger these days, but it's still too dangerous to go outside at night. Is that what it is doing?
Hey! That reminds me.
First Hulkenberg, now Heizame. Having more relatable comrades at your side never hurts, but it's too early to celebrate, considering it's Luis we're up against. As much as I hate to say it, there's no denying he's still the strongest mage out there. Your spell file is
Once
too.
more. Yeah.
Right, beyond Zaba, he has no shortage of servants, all too happy to forge his path, but none of them hold a candle to Luis himself. Remember that human corpse at the cathedral? They say he defeated it all by himself. Not to mention he have a royal magic to contend with. To put up bluntly, we don't stand a chance in a frontal assault.
Oi.
Oh, but don't misunderstand. Only point out how difficult it would be for us as we are now. If we pulled our powers, we may be able to surpass him. Nothing is impossible. That's what I've come to believe since I met you. Since you awakened your first power.
All right.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Near. I like the game Near.
That reminds me.
Give me a moment. We arrive in the Ocean City the day after tomorrow. Hazme, you've erect tent up above. Haven't you? Don't take care that you don't get carried away off by the wind. I'm confident it will take more than that to pull the tent off, though I suppose some caution is warranted.
Speaking of,
Worst case scenario, you've got wings. Could you just fly back to us now? My young friend, where did you hear Egreeps are capable of flight? I hate to disappoint you, but you're rather more for gliding. So, they're like the gliding squirrel, right? Or whatever they're called. Alright, I got one house, May.
sure.
Good night.
I didn't mean to do that!
Nira speaking.
The city ruins come to view. This place once flourished through the excavation of magla crystals by migrant workers. The work was hard, but the miners were hardy and spirited, and the promise of riches lured many here. In its time, it may have rivaled Brylehaven. However, the promise of strong magla drew forth the humans. As tragedies climbed, it became a ghost town. Now only the threatening glimmer of the crystals remain. And with the promise of abandoned riches followed the thieves. For some reason, though, they all seem to scurry home empty-handed, gripped by fear.
This is...
Horroring sight. Look at all those crystals. Simply coming here is enough to wound the soul. A chill settles into my very bone as I consider what could have occurred here. Run and get the best of you stomach again? No, it's his hometown.
No. Everything okay?
Right.
Cause for your concern. I know what destroyed this village. I have no doubt about it. This is the work of a human. Indeed, the scars left upon this place differ from the traces left behind by monster attacks or acts of war. Right, I don't know if the magma crystals are what attracted the humans here, or if the attack cost some, but my hometown will eventually.
You.
Joel? I'll make no assumptions about what runs through your mind, but I would ask you to recall the last time we cut down the human at the castle and save all those lives within.
That's why.
Do you allow your thoughts to dwell on negativity, and the day will come when both this place and your homeland will flourish once again?
Yeah.
Yes, I suppose you're right.
Now then.
There you go.
Wisdom. Why, that's...
Hey!
Some makes sense. Notice that our next bill is overdue. Why don't we head back? So I guess Norris can read the room when he wants to, huh?
So,
Let's put this place behind us.
Here.
Made another drawing. Yeah, I'll give that to Maria whenever I get the chance.
As the sun sinks below the horizon, the Gauntlet Runner arrives in a land dense with trees. The glow of the Gauntlet Runner pierces the dark, warmly enveloping them in its light.
Ah, it's you.
I love that I've got altogether too much time on my hands. What say we take a little rest and talk for a moment? No trace of enemies around, by my eyes, peaceful now, which means we get to have a little break.
Good grief.
Goodness, time to bid farewell to Matira, isn't it? I can't help but feel a connection to that place. The village from which I originally hail is not far from Matira. The air there agrees with my skin more than the grand strides.
But
I bear no affection for the period when I was branded a kidnapper, but harbor no ill will for those whose children were taken. Speaking of which, where is your hometown? I've heard before that you receive this mission from a hidden village where His Highness the Prince resides. Ah, right, apologies. I didn't mean to ask with such carelessness. Your tribe faces even a harsher prejudice than the e-grief. I'll not pry if you'd rather not discuss it. There are none alive who wouldn't want to forget certain aspects of their past, myself included. But if that's truly the case, then perhaps it is not one's past that defines their character, but what they do in the present and the future. If we were to all face the future together, then perhaps someday we could find ourselves living in the world resembling the one from the novel you carry.
All right.
I'm glad to have such an opportunity to converse. If it's a good night rest invades you, then I will keep you company in its stead. Doesn't mean I'd talk for a while.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Quite.
Oh, the salty yet strangely refreshing aroma of seawater is already upon us. At this rate, we should reach Brohaven by tomorrow. Seawater? I thought so. The air feels a lot more clammy, so I assumed that was what it was. And so we put the forest behind us at long last. That must mean that we're already ventured beyond where the cliffs collapse, bearing passage.
I see.
Sure seemed to be fixed without a trace of its ruin. And speaking of ruin, Neris, do you remember that we were relying on you for safe passage and for the rest of the way?
That reminds me. Hey there. Whoa.
Right. Got it. Got it.
Okay. Well, I guess it's you.
Well met. All right. Yes.
Considering the current flow of the battle, or selling from myself cornered. Full mobilizes a lost force, and surely an opening may be
What should we
found.
do?
If so,
Quite challenging to fight my own peace face to face, but situation is simply unavoidable if you want to capitalize on the opportunity to seize the enemy stronghold.
all right.
Well then.
Gauntlet runner sighted!
So I thought. Looks like it's that messy gauntlet runner coming for us this time.
Hey!
Hey, lot. Yeah, on the gauntlet runner over there. You're not becoming king on my watch. I got a short fuse, you know. So the young miss says I was helping a lot of willing act.
Certainly.
They're coming on board on the other end. Well, now we have to accept their challenge.
It's you! So we meet again! Maybe you got the better of me last time, but you're about to get some payback.
Give me a break, lady. Ever heard of learning from your mistakes? Sorry, but we don't intend to lose either.
Ooh, big talk. Well, I'm willing to rewrite my record if that's what it takes to be queen. My people are suffering as we speak. Who's gonna save the Parapus if I don't give it all I've got?
Always ask me.
Oh, I'd become queen. You're all decent people, got nothing against you, but I'm not holding back.
Looks like you've gotten
I'll
strong.
use what I must.
So have we.
I shall vanquish evil.
Nothing.
I'll show you the.
Burn!
What's their weakness?
Ready to
That's
lose?
your opening, Captain.
Let's do this fair and square.
Oh, that's finesse. Beautiful dodge, Heisman.
Swordmaster! Come forth, royal soul!
Their weakness.
Let
That's
justice
your opening,
prevail!
Captain.
That's nothing.
Oh, power of kings.
Swordmaster! Not done yet.
It's so busted. I'm so busted.
Why?
C got one attack off. C couldn't even hit that attack on Heizame. And I literally destroyed her in just a matter of, like, just seconds. What the fuck?
I trained so much for this. This isn't supposed to happen.
Well, it's mostly because I have, like, two fucking heavy hitters. One's a heavy hitter as a tank. One's as a heavy hitter. One can confuse you and do some other spell damage. And then me as a mage, I can literally target your weakness the entire time. You're gonna have issues with me. I was about to say, she didn't touch me. Give me more XP.
This path has led to mastery.
Holy shit, they both are masters in that now. Oh, lordy lord. Oh, God. That means I can upgrade. Yes.
I have retained my edge.
Deals medium dark damage to one enemy. Huh. Went up in ranks.
I've lost.
If I could just beat you, I ask you to join me. But that power of yours is really something. But don't get you rest easy. Because I will win next time. Stop preparing now. You got that? Katharina, cheer up. Who the hell is this? Oh.
Yeah?
I saw your runner, so I followed you, as you're as tough as they say. Ah, you're Dorkius. I'm gonna say it like that. Who do you think I am, exactly? Ah, pardon me. I know perfectly well you're the great Katharina Gran. Everyone here knows. In fact, all their hopes are pinned on you.
Oh.
All of these people migrating to find work, even though it might kill them in the end. What other option do platypus like them have? It might be dangerous, but you gotta break some eggs to make an omelet. Wait, take this and see if you can't stop everyone from leaving for now.
Hey,
Katharina has made a generous donation. Oh, thank you. Now we can eat for once.
Listen to me.
Listen, everyone, I know these times are trying, but this kind of work ain't the answer. If you can hold out just a little longer, I swear, I'm going to set things right for us.
well then.
Now there we are. We believe you in Katharina. I earned that money slaying a monster a few days ago. It was meant to be the start of my royal campaign fund. It's a small price to pay for helping out my people, but it'll last, what, a few weeks at most? I'll be heading out to find work again in no time. I just can't fathom dying to earn a living. And the fat cats are all too happy when the platypus take them up on it.
I'll make it happen.
When I'm in charge, first thing I'm going to do is offer bounties for every bloody head. They squeezed us dry, so I'll squeeze them right. That work? Honestly, I have no idea. Even now, tons of people aren't gonna survive, and I can't tell people who aren't eating today to wait until tomorrow while I think of something. I was just lucky, you know. I had the strength to push through and survive. The truth is, most people don't have that kind of strength. They need someone to provide it for them.
That's why.
You should know better than most. Those who can act gotta take action. If they don't, nothing in this bloody world's gonna change. It'll stay as rotten as it is. So many say there's nothing to be done, but they only say that because the platypus are right where they want them, beneath everyone. They couldn't have the platypus start doing well for themselves. That would shake up the shabby ground they're standing on. They like to twist They like the twisted world that just it is.
Sure.
That's exactly what I'm planning on doing, Willem. And with that, anyone's able to take the throne. Now is the time to do it, which means I can't just hand it to you either.
Thanks.
Much obliged, William. We may be enemies, but I like having these talks. I'm not as powerful as I need to be, but still, I reach out to the recruitment center, and we should be seeing bigger rewards from bounties. Go check on it. We gotta keep taking those monsters down. We'll beat this world into peace together. I can feel Katharina's towards the walls.
She now a new power.
Yeah. Rank 3.
I'm not letting anyone die.
Means I can upgrade. I prayed her at least. Whoa. Next time I see you, I'm taking you down for sure, so don't go dying on me.
As the shadows are stretched to their limits before darkness takes them, the Gauntlet Runner arrives in a balmy wetland. Nocturnal creatures who lay dormant beneath the fens in the light rise to seek out their prey. Meanwhile, the party rests their weary souls, fatigued by the long journey, under the protection of the Gauntlet Runner.
They'll be reviving tomorrow. I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of place Trial Haven is.
What now?
Yep. I need to... Not much right now. But I bet you once I upgrade. Feels me. I really like the battle cry. I'm gonna get this.
I see. Fascinating. This right here. All right?
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
But I'm not gonna switch to it until I do like small dungeons. Because I have to level them up.
I see. I've acquired a new power.
No, but I do. What?
All right.
Okay. He's mastered. I just have to get him rank 3. I haven't been really able to talk to him. Oh, shit. I forgot about that.
All right. All right.
Oh, shit. That took all my mag out? Dude, I had 20,000. Damn. Oh, I guess time to... You can get more mag, I guess.
Well met.
I was very taken with the sandworm dish. It is incredible that pairing a unique ingredient in materia with the port city spices could result in something so divine. When these two dissimilar things that could never meet cross paths, an unexpected synergy can occur. But that away could not the same be said of our powers. You know, sometimes when the powers within us resonated together, they can erupt into a move you never have conceived of prior. Perhaps the interweaving of these various diverse powers is what we call a miracle.
Hail!
The heroes king of yore fought alone and were ultimately beaten. I feel the possibilities available to us as we fight together far outside theirs. Choosing to engage with these unknown, when you encounter it, can bring about the power to change the world. That I'm really looking forward to that.
All right.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Hello? Hello, Mr. Captain? Rise and shine, what? Almost there.
Me. Like, I want 5 more minutes.
Brilehaven. It's been a while.
You've been before.
Royal Haven, not Royal Haven. Okay.
My parents took me once when I was a boy. I remember the day we arrived, and waking up to the smell of the ocean. The place was crowded beyond belief. Everything was so different from our hometown in the countryside.
I felt much the same when I reached the royal capital. Quite a sight compared to my little village, with naught but fields and mountains.
To be sure. And where are you from, Hulkenberg?
You cannot guess? Surely Montario in the east. Why, the Hulkenbergs are one of that nation's most prominent aristocratic houses, if not foremost among them.
You don't say.
Well, yes. Though I've no close relationship with my parents, I've hardly seen them since I left home.
I see. Suppose we've all come a long way, haven't we?
Seems we'll make it to the exhibition just in time.
With a master at the helm, you were bound to, eh?
I really hope Joanna shows up.
We resolved to trust her. So we simply watch and wait.
Right. Everyone set and steady? Welcome, ladies and gents, to the coastal crown jewel, Port Brilehaven.
It is Brilehaven.
Port Brilehaven, capital of the Principality of Oceania, the western annexed state of Uchronia. A vivacious city, Brilehaven is port of call to ships of both trade and war, bustling with hardy sailors. From the natural wonders caused by Magla to the Colosseum's contests of strength, people flock here to see the marvels of a city that never sleeps. The sea guides the gauntlet runner into the city, alongside a warm, salty breeze.
It's the ocean!
It's also a
Just look,
ball of water
there's
right there.
all the way to the horizon!
Now, we kind of have a merry band here, you know? Such a random assortment.
It's kind of like the capital, but totally different!
Yes. The city of water, Brilehaven.
What's the deal with the flying sphere of water? That looks like an Avar Galleon. I like the legs, but you know.
Sancta Cadeau.
You've brought us quite a magnificent head. How do you think it'll stack up against your competitors?
With the warrior monks at my side, there is nothing we cannot accomplish. But I won't presume to know the rankings. I humbly leave it in God's hands.
Lineup's a bit conventional for my taste so far. Oh, here comes our mysterious little underdog now. Stir things up a bit here, will you?
Well, one of these things are not like another.
Would you look at these spectacular gauntlet runners? They must all be worthy of kings.
Looks like Luis is still the only one with a Sky Runner, though.
No, I'm sure those blasted clergymen have some mechanism for it too. The Sanctus Church funded the Skyrunners to begin with. If you can call that flying, of course. All just piffling about with levitation magic. Only a passing acquaintanceship to real aerodynamics. Birds have never needed magic to fly. Just the mechanical ingenuity of the feathered wing. That's the kind of breakthrough I'd like to make. You'll see, eh? One day, I'll make those wings reality, and we'll soar like birds.
I'm looking forward to it.
Good. I'll have you run in the sky with me. Mark my words.
If it isn't the pretentious little gallant and his cronies.
And look, it's the guy that needs to take his 2000 outfit back.
If it isn't the walking headache.
Not that. That was apparently Stroll and I are in sync on just roasting this man.
Well. No head to be seen. Weren't you talking big about chasing down that Heismay fiend?
You're referring to me, yes?
You're the man. This is a joke, is it? He's your great and terrible bounty. You know there's still time to drop out before you humiliate yourself in front of the masses.
Say what you wish. He is one of us. 'Tis not his head we are offering.
Truly? You're allied with a wanted criminal? Are you all mad? Oh, your public humiliation will be quite a sight.
I'm gonna laugh whenever we bring that human.
Come, Hector.
And that was?
A candidate and one of Luis's henchmen. We don't exactly see eye to eye.
Confound it. No damn parking spaces left. Well, let's look for somewhere a bit less unpleasantly populated.
Tomorrow is finally the exhibition to present all the heads. I really hope Joanna shows up.
You needn't all sleep here tonight, you know? I can stay and wait for the cavalry. Got to give the old girl a tune-up anyway, don't I?
'Tis much appreciated. In that case, we should look for an inn about the city. Ah, and we must sample the local delights. They've far better seafood than in the capital.
I can't wait.
To stop for rest, surrounded by fine food, is an uncommon blessing.
If you're sure, Nurse, then we'll leave it to you. Me, I long for a proper bed.
So be it. Let's find ourselves some lodging.
Really?
I think we deserve a real inn.
This is a joy! Oh, this blooming heat.
Oh.
All right then.
Proper aces.
Say,
All right then.
This way.
My money's on Santa Vex Ford.
Maybe there'll be a big upset.
All right then.
Maybe not. Where the fuck am I going?
Hello there.
Hello.
say.
Proper aces.
Yeah?
Hey, mister.
My money's on Santa Vex Ford.
Hello.
Need a ride?
Good choice.
Say.
Oh, that head's here too.
Whoa!
I realize they're slowly moving, but it's coming to Brewerhaven was beyond my expectations. I wonder why it came.
Yes.
I do suspect it keeps a watchful eye on the top candidates. It's evidence that we're being observed, as we've seen from the co-worldation arc.
Well,
I think in the sky might make everyone really think that about the kingdom's future.
okay then.
Ridiculous. All right then.
Well, I need an inn. And all the inns are around here, so I know.
Hey there! I see.
The gauntlet runner of yours. The one you had parked in the middle of materia. Hey, come on.
What?
Got a real gauntlet runner of my own and everything. Oh, this place.
Hey.
It's gonna be an issue.
Right.
Golden Coal, Prevail, Wearer, Noble. Stay.
I guess, but
It's not like you're gonna afford it to begin with. As far as the other options go, the Spider Den over by the tavern. The dodgy looking E-Creep standing out front, smiling all creepy like, puts me out.
huh?
Not that in Spider's Den sounds much better.
Oh, this blooming heat.
With this one?
What is it you require?
There we go. Shocking, yet you're lucky.
Yeah.
Don't you have blessed with wealth enough? Really, all the other decent ends seems to be full, so we got Spider Den. Well, I guess we're going to the Spider Den.
All right then.
That it's literally just down here.
What do I do?
Oh, on the hunt for lodging, are we? Haha. Got a spare room available. I won't refuse service to anyone, and my rooms are affordable for all. Criminals, prosecutor tribes. Oh no, wouldn't dream of turning business away.
Enjoy your
Feel
stay.
free.
Kind of freaky.
Well, should have figured they'd be out of the upper rooms with all the travelers in town.
'Tis a far cry from the runner, at least. I am full glad to stretch my legs again.
Did you see that giant bug just now? It was like the size of my head. It's gotta be poisonous.
Oh, pull yourself together. It's just an insect.
Is he scared of insects?
Well, listen to you. You can't have lived in a giant sandworm den and been afraid of bugs, surely.
Hence the hut.
That's why you lived in that hut?
More importantly, we must discuss tomorrow's proceedings.
Right. We meet up with Joanna, then get to the exhibition after that. Joanna will admit to the crime. The guilt of a sanctoress, especially of her status, will guilt Forden by association. That should make an impression on Louise.
Yet for all this, we need Joanna herself. Do you truly think she would join us?
We have to trust her.
We have to trust her.
She chose to offer her own head instead of the monster's. If you ask me, she'd not have done that if she didn't believe it truly was her child. At least in part. I believe she expressed genuine parental love. I want to believe that, at least.
And what if she ends up not showing up? I mean, you're the one who got the worst of all of this in the first place.
If it comes to that, you've still got my head for the days. After all, the bounty still says I'm a kidnapper.
Balderdash will not sacrifice an innocent life for our victory. But your offer speaks highly of your spirit.
Right. We've done what we can do. All that's left is to keep our chins up and face the competition head on.
Too early yet to retire for the night. We could drop by one of the local pubs. Listen for what perks our ears. And while we're at it, might as well sit down to a proper supper, eh? Could be my last, after all.
Oh, haha, very funny. But I guess good info is important. Let's go check it out.
Who voices Gallica? Every time I hear a voice, I'm like, why does that voice sound familiar? It generally throws me off. Natural cutscene.
What are we without beauty? What do we care for promises and speeches from repulsive mouths? Beauty is everything, and it is time our country reflected that.
I really want to say this guy gives me Hisoka vibes, but I don't really want to say that either.
Sounds like the candidates have started their speeches. Let's listen in for a bit.
Oh, see something. Kathy's up there.
With all skills and talents equal, would you see the crown atop an ugly head or a handsome one? Beauty is power. Lack one, you should lack the other. When I take the throne, all the hideous will be stripped of their titles. Together, we shall build a nation ruled only by radiant, everlasting paragons of beauty.
I don't know what to say.
Well, he has a point about what people tend to follow.
What? This really doesn't bother you? It isn't right.
No, it's not.
You'd rather wait for a king who was always right, then?
Enough about appearance. A beautiful face cannot win wars. Without military power, the crown's voice means nothing. When I am king, I will establish a unified nation with the Rubytsu tribe at its head.
Well, you're just angry.
Our tribes, our status, they mean something. You could stray from a monolith, but it will still remain. There can be no true peace without using the power we command. Hear, hear, for Rubytsu pride!
What pride is there in seizing power by force? Disgraceful.
When I'm queen, all the land's corrupt upper classes will be wanted men. We'll have our guillotines sharpened and our wallets open.
Damn, C wants to do full French Revolution. Goddamn. It's like, God. Literally every time C speaks about this, I'm gonna say they really modeled her character off of two people. The one I can't like identify right now, but she also like has like Lady Antoinette vibes of like she just wants to help out like the poor and everything else. But if you know what happened to Lady Antoinette, yeah, it doesn't end nice. It's not a nice cheerful story.
Those who thought to tilt the world with their heavy coffers will be ahead lighter. We'll split their fortunes and toast to our health.
Preach it, Katharina! You're just what this land needs!
I'm still gonna call her Kathy.
Wouldn't the first target be the one on the throne, then?
Yeah. Theoretically. We're not talking about this.
Everyone's just shouting all their ideals out.
These candidates are all pathetic. Nobody here even compares to Lord Luis.
Oh, look, it's gonna be the guy that needs this,
Luis isn't even in the running, lad. Poor Blight is afraid of losing to Sanctifex Fawn.
You've got it backwards, geezer. He's just not wasting his time on these windbags.
I confess, I know not how to feel. It is unprecedented. Never before have our citizens come together in the street in broad daylight and shared their true feelings on king and kingdom.
Indeed. Is this really the kind of change His Majesty wanted? Maybe I'm overthinking it.
Probably.
Let's go in. If we hang around too long here, we're bound to get dragged into a nasty argument.
Yeah, let's just go get supper. Let's just go. Oh, God. Kind of throw the Luis supporter with the fishes, literally.
Pleasures will rule the city. A bar on every block and a flagon in every hand. All you can drink, all year round.
Woo! Next round's on, lovely.
Let fools be content with their fool dreams. Grant me the crown, and I will make our kingdom powerful beyond imagining.
Most powerful? Doesn't really mean anything, does it? Aren't you another one of Luis's flunkies, hound? Stop barking and get back to your master.
Always about that goddamn Luis. I've been in the guard just as long as he has, you swine.
He's not happy.
Quite a lively crowd. Looks like a great many of them came all the way here to watch the competition.
That lad there, he's an elder, isn't he? Are you a candidate too?
Well, strike me down, you're right. Never seen one of you blokes before.
Might be out of luck in the race, though. You'll not stand a chance.
Pay him no mind. A drunk's words weigh nothing.
Wow, there are fish swimming in front of the store.
You know, it kind of reminds me of like whenever Walmart actually had fishes and you can just watch them. Can we go back in time whenever, like, Walmart gave, like, yellow balloons and yellow smiley stickers, and they had fishes and animals in, like, the Walmart? Like, can we go back to that time? I don't know. Maybe it's just nostalgia hitting me. I kind of just miss it, in all honesty.
Ah, I've heard of this. 'Tis on the customer to fish up a catch, and the chefs will prepare it for eating.
Ooh.
I admit, I'm curious. Shall I sing a shanty for you as you take up rod and reel, Captain?
I kind of want that blue lobster that's right there. They're really rare. What's in a blue lobster?
Is that really edible? It doesn't look quite, natural.
By all means, let us try it.
If Seath pukes?
Did she even look at it?
No.
Why, tis delicious.
I think you're going crazy, Hulkenberg.
The aroma of the sea simply floods the mouth. Ah, and what splendid crunch it has.
I can't with her. Like, really? I wouldn't even eat that. And I eat almost everything.
I guess I'll try a bite. I mean, they wouldn't let us fish up anything outright inedible. I hope.
Can't afford to be too picky.
Well, at least it ought to be better than the cuisine we suffered in Martira. Ugh. It's rather slimy for my liking.
This man's about to puke.
I said nothing since Hulkenberg seemed to enjoy it so much, but if you're going to eat an unknown fish, might you not at least sear it first?
'Tis fine enough without, I say.
You need way higher standards, lady.
I can't.
Excuse me, friends. Don't mean to interrupt your meal. I'm Batlin, a church crier for the tournament. Maybe you remember me.
I remember you.
Sounds like you made a hell of a splash in Martira, huh? Felling a vicious beast's one thing, but not many candidates took it figuratively.
With a problem like that, I had to do something.
Well, the rest of the candidates had to find themselves ahead for the lineup. Rather struck me when you all broke away from the pack so soon. So, do you have a head ready?
Well, let's see. Got a head right here, I suppose.
Lips sealed, huh? Well, I'm certainly looking forward to the exhibition then. Especially considering the diversity of your little party. I've always preferred to chase an interesting lead over a sure bet. Can't help it, I'm afraid. So, I'll have a keen eye out for you, all right?
That cry is an odd one. Not really what you'd expect from a Sanctus promoter. Who is he?
Rumor has it that young candidate hasn't brought ahead. Wonder what he's playing at.
Wait for it.
Whatever it is, he's about to get a sharp lesson in the ways of the world, poor lad.
I think he's worth keeping an eye on. Keep it under your hats, chums, but his power may rival Count Luis. I think he's just the ingredient we need to spice this race up a bit.
Right. Just got back from the pub, did you?
You wound me. Nobody trusts a radical, huh? I expect you'll see for yourself.
Could reach the city by morning. And I imagine they'll aim to find us at the Gauntlet Runner. Norris ought to be there to greet them. When the day dawns, we should head to the Gauntlet Runner.
Look at that.
Good night.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Oh, he's drunk.
The man's sloshed. Again.
What happened to waiting for our guests? You utter buffoon! Is this why you volunteered to stay behind?
Seems like Joanna and Barden aren't here yet.
Oh, I feared this might happen. And we've no other head to offer the judges. 'Tis a precarious position.
Let's all stay calm, all right?
Ah! I'm going to splash some water on my face.
Okay. Wait, is the water running?
What?
Hey, what's up?
My sincerest apologies. I wasn't expecting anyone to come in. You see...
How did you come to be here? Explain yourself!
Is something the matter, Barden?
Hey, see, hold up to a word. I can't knock it.
They were here the whole time?
Apparently.
I'm so terribly sorry. We heard the Gauntlet Runner had a washroom, so we thought we'd freshen up a bit. I bathed first and was resting in the back room, contemplating my final day as a sanctoress.
Sir Nuris over there very decently let us in to wash up.
I couldn't stand it, old thing. Her heart would bring any right-thinking man to tears. Could have run like a ballet thief in the night, but here she is, washing away her sins. It was more than a chap could bear, I say. Needed a drop of the grape and grain just to get myself through it.
Needed a drop of the grape and grain.
The bottle's barely any emptier. Was a drop really all it took to get you drunk?
Damn, he's a lightweight.
Oh, please do not blame the poor man. Talking to him has eased my heart for the trials to come. I cannot let myself betray you and regress to my vile delusions. I only sought to atone with myself before my sins are duly punished.
I understand. Thank you for coming. Then, as we agreed, please confess before the crowd when the time comes. To be honest, I'm hesitant to turn you in now you've genuinely decided to repent. I mean, we're hardly icons of virtue ourselves. In fairness, you're a woman of status, and it'll be a big crowd. We're not looking to instigate a public stoning here. You can explain yourself freely, in your own words. We can't ask anything more than that.
Thank you. Truly, I've felt so much more at peace since last we spoke. The fog has only cleared further, giving me clarity of purpose.
The fog, huh?
Thank you for everything. I do hope you win the throne.
Yes, I intend to.
Whoever the crown goes to, we're at least going to make sure it isn't used for evil.
At last, it seems our preparations are set. We need only trust that our plans will bear fruit.
Yeah, we hope. Damn, it's the Colosseum.
Thank you all for waiting. The very first round of the tournament for the throne, the exhibition of the brave, is about to begin. Our monarchs-to-be will now present
who the
to the people
fuck is that
the
guy?
heads they seized to
See this
demonstrate
guy
their
over here
power
in this
as
pink?
worthy of the throne.
Excuse me. You can actually see everyone that's like actually important, like up front. Like, what's the deal with the man that has, like, the queen head on his head? You know? You got this man over here that looks like the Dawn from Final Fantasy, okay? You got Hisoka over here with a flower. There's another character that has a flower in an anime. I just can't remember. You got the bunny girl, Kathy. Still gonna call her Kathy. You got the merry band of people. You got the hipster. I just feel like I'm roasting everyone, but I'm really not. Like, the only ones I'm roasting, it's like, really the two it's over there. Kathy's dope. I like Kathy. Everyone else I don't have a mind with. Like the guy that's like a hipster dude that's like by my head. I think he's pretty cool.
At a later date, when the second round is announced, the faces on the King's Rock, that is to say, the candidates with the top 20 approval ratings, will pass the first round.
20? 'Tis a great many eliminations in but one round.
I was hoping we'd at least make it through the first, but it might not be that simple.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, your eyes to the lineup of all the gorgeous faces at the judges' table, starting with His and Her Highnesses of Oceania and Montario.
Oh, it's her ladyship. Lord Montario's here too, eh? And the armor on that fellow over there? A general, is he?
Yeah.
And of course, we have the one, the only, the people's favorite, our guest from the Sanctus Church. Better known as the Miracle Saint, healer of all ills, presenting the lovely Lady Rella Cygnus.
Yeah, her name is like the most like wild name. Like, she said it once and I don't even remember it. Anyway, her name is Lady Cygnus.
Saint? Who's this? Someone fill me in. I've been literally living in a hole.
You know, you're not wrong.
A brilliant healer. We've met, though a long time ago. Even as a student, she was already considered the kingdom's best in her field.
Looks like the crowd's on your side, milady. Can you give us a few words about what's on your mind as you take on the judge's mantle?
Well, I'm afraid you've rather got me on the spot. Hello, all. This city sure has, great seafood. And, well, sea creatures. Fascinating, aren't they? There's so much we still don't know about them. Oh, I did hear about a legend of some monster in the eastern seas of Oceania.
Oh boy, this is gonna be a long day.
Investigate those sightings while I'm here.
That's just great, Lady Rella. I'll just stop you there, clock's ticking and all that. But we're thrilled you're enjoying your stay.
Sometimes I can hardly believe you're my sister. Still not much of a public speaker, are you?
Oh wow. Well, now we know they're no sisters.
So she's a saint?
Well, she seems like a nice enough lady.
We'd better stop worrying about her and focus on ourselves. I don't see Luis anywhere, but I bet he's got eyes in the crowd.
Yeah, because you have like possibly two of them in the crowds. Because we know the singer's up there.
The time has
If on my
come.
head.
Let the exhibition of the brave begin!
And we know the other guy is running. But my question is, who else is here?
First up is a respected gentleman of the church. Guido, the head of the monk soldiers of the Crown Theocracy.
I've no taste for needless killing. Therefore, I chose a mark with meat, abundant and edible. After the judging, it will be served in a banquet for the poor.
A stand-up fellow, my good people! Strength and compassion in one package! He's got the crowd on his side right from the start! Now, is there anyone who can top this?
I can.
And we have a challenger! Second in line is the church's direct opposition, the spearhead of Count Luis's supporters, Gladel the Black Hound!
One look at the head and I know what you're thinking. Bit small, isn't it? Well, I can bloody well tell you I'm not like this smarmy git who fished up his dinner. I'll tell you what this is. Behold, the head of a hideous human! Where's your proof?
Yes, the young sod's right. How do we know that's really a human?
Yeah, it just looks like a bird.
What drivel? Look at the thing! You think a normal beast could have a face like this?
Probably just made the damn thing yourself.
Oh, useless as ever. Did it never occur to him that the average citizen has never seen a human?
Now, everyone, let's have a little composure, please. Candidate Gladel, we're very much obliged. You may step down. Now, on to the next!
Damn, whoever has that just literally brought a kraken. Of course it's this guy.
The size of that thing. Is that the monster of the Eastern Sea?
Someone took the beastie down. Who did the deed?
I'd heard tell of a monster tormenting the people of this beautiful port city. I could do no less than grant them respite from their suffering.
You know what's funny? You can actually, like, he took it down, and funny enough, you can actually eat that.
Such is the duty of those with power.
Who expected anything less? His Eminence Borden is simply in another class. Suddenly the critics have all gone quiet. All I hear is gratitude.
Borden's trophy is more impressive than I expected. How are we going to make a stronger impression than that?
It'll be fine.
If he'd gone after us, the reaction would mean we'd have been written off no matter what we presented. Let's count ourselves lucky and trust in our strategy.
Now, no dirty looks, you lot. Next is the Pagan Assassin's Prize. Let's see what head we've got now. Thank you, Candidate Julian, for that helpful, exhaustive, and I think exhausting explanation. Whew. Now, we've had quite a succession up here, but our last is coming up now. This should wrap up our show. Now, if the last candidate, the Elden Boy, would please join us on the stage.
Where's their head?
That's the head.
Your pardon, madam, but would you happen to be the Lady of Martyra? Joanna, the Sanctoress?
Indeed. The head they've brought is mine.
The impudence. You dare offer an honored lady of the church before these judges? This is not to be borne.
I've got something to say to you too.
That you chief there. Isn't that Heismay? The same damn criminal you were supposed to be chasing?
That's the infamous Heismay, the huge chief of all things.
This, after we saved your hide on the road.
Silence! He may be a former knight, but now he's a heinous criminal who stooped to kidnapping. Anyone who claims themselves his ally should be disqualified on the spot.
Please, wait. I have something I must confess to you all. You speak of the kidnappings that terrorized my home, Martira. I am here to confess that the true culprit behind those atrocities was me. I was the caretaker of a hideous human in the basement of my castle. And to feed it, I abducted the innocent people of my own city.
What? Absurd! Speak sense, woman!
He's speaking the truth, by the way.
Master Heismay is innocent in all this. He was framed for crimes performed by my hand and in my name.
And I, Barden, captain of Martira's Guard Corps, stand to vouch for all that she said.
Just so. It was this young candidate who killed that human, cleared me of the false charges, and dispelled the shadow over Martira.
Thus, here I stand. My head is his to offer.
That's... well, that's quite a turn of events! We have our head, ladies and gentlemen, and it's unlike any we've seen yet!
How is this believable? She's an imposter. She's got to be.
Of course. That, or they're putting words in the poor woman's mouth. A sanctoress would never.
What will His Eminence Falden do?
The Honorable Master Godot should know whether I and my words can be trusted.
'Tis true to the last word, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Your Eminence. Without question.
Young candidate, you have done well to bring about her repentance. Now, justice must be rendered.
What? Right here and now? Your Eminence, a moment!
Thank you for your concern. But I have no objections. For a sinner like me, to confess the truth to the people has already been more than I deserve. O new king, it is my hope that you will rid the world of its twisted prejudices and common cruelties. Please, lead this country armed with the truth.
I will. I promise.
Well then.
Well, folks, sometimes that's just how the curtain falls.
Even him, he's like, what just happened?
If Sanctifex Forden turned in the biggest head, then our dark horse here has certainly turned in the heaviest. What an upset, ladies and gents! Who could see this coming?
You've never seen it come.
Those crazy kids have done it again. What a show!
Holy shit, we're 49 now. After the event of the exhibition, many people seem to have taken notice of me. I hope this eventually leads to saving the prince. It's evening, by the way.
Barden just departed, wishing everyone well. I suppose he aims to reach Martira before Joanna's confession does.
And Forden himself. I hardly expected the man to make himself so visible.
Likely his attempt at redirection. Keeps the blame from falling on him and the church. Can't say it didn't work, I suppose. I'm certainly not blameless in this either. It was my suggestion to make an impression by foregoing the pursuit of a monster's head in favor of a person's.
I guess, but...
Nevertheless, the Lady Joanna entrusted her final wishes to us, and we mustn't betray them. That's all we can do, really.
Not bad, pups.
I don't like.
We were passing on the course of a human hunt. You gave a most distinctive showing.
I suppose you're worth introducing ourselves to. I'm Fidelio, that's Basilio. Luis's right-hand men, see?
Fidelio and Basilio. You sound like... Man, I'm just roasting everyone. God! It's like, what are these names?
And now you walk with a Ujif at your side. Each ally of a different tribe. Fascinating.
Better to have dependable friends than familiar ones. Something we've got in common.
Not only did you expose a failing of the Sanctus Church, but you dared to bring her alive so Forden himself could do the grisly part before all his flock.
That was not our intent.
Oh, same idea, yeah? A real person's head gets more eyes on you than some decapitated beast. And now, you're the names on everyone's lips, aren't you? Right. It worked for us.
Well said. It's quite a feat for a no-name candidate to so deftly rub Forden's face in the dirt. A wake-up call, I'm sure, for those who only know his honeyed words.
Oh, Lord Luis, we really should be going.
Relax. They're in the middle of a conversation.
I like a show of strength as much as the next girl, but I do so hate violent spectacles. A view from the sky sounds so much more enchanting, don't you think?
So this is what's become of Luis. There was something eerie to him even as a lad, but I'd never expected him to reach such heights.
Do you suppose we have his attention?
Oh, yeah.
Last time he told us we had to demonstrate our power first. I'd like to think that if he went out of his way to talk to us, that's something we earned.
Oh, loves, I've got a message from Count Luis. He says he'll be sending a messenger along soon, so stay in the city, would you? And I have to say, I might not want to let you out of my sight either.
Master Luis? Master Luis was just here. What happened?
Well, he just left. You weren't told?
We'd better be getting back as well.
Damn it. What's so special about those fools?
Well, we kind of just brought a countress to literally get, you know, beheaded, you know. What did you bring? A chicken head. That's what you literally brought, is a chicken head. Oy vey.
Luis is having a go for Popeye, eh? Are you officially all flunkies in arms now, then?
It might be a trap.
Don't get cold feet now. We knew going in that any plan to win his favor would be dangerous.
We have finally taken the first step in saving His Highness the Prince. If we can get the formula, then we yet have a chance of lifting the curse.
How fares His Highness, anyway? He still fights?
I took a look in the Farsight mirror a while ago. He's still asleep. But nothing's changed about his condition.
And do we know where this formula is?
No, but he's bound to keep it somewhere secret if it's evidence linking him to the assassination. Still, a formula would be useless unless it's within arm's reach for emergencies.
If it's something he'd keep close, then...
I really want to say it's engraved on his body.
Maybe he's engraved it directly on his body.
Yeah, somehow I doubt he'd literally carve incriminating evidence onto his skin. It'd be backwards in a mirror besides. It's more likely to be in his runner.
Okay, but hear my reasoning, okay? Tattoos have to exist in this world, right? So what's stopping Luis getting a tattoo that he only understands and no one else does? Because no one else is going to look into it unless it's someone that actually knows how to break a code.
Do you really suppose it would be in the runner he uses even today? The incident was near a decade ago.
It's as good a chance as any. Getting inside would be a pain for anyone else, including us.
He said he would send a messenger. Perhaps it would be wise to wait until we've heard his missive.
Good point. Let's just wait for word then.
Joanna, a backwater sanctuarist denies me my moment of triumph. She defiles the very church itself. Oh, and naturally it was an elder of all people who stood her before me. Will that benighted tribe never stop dogging my heels?
An idea occurs, Your Eminence. For the tournament's next challenge, let us center the competition on a show of piety. Make them prove their Sanctus faith. After all, Sanctism is the state religion. It would be the barest of leaps to suggest that loyalty to the church is loyalty to the state.
But we can also just say that, hey, we're with Luis, and then indicating that our rank goes up too. Because either way, whoever can get to that throne can have imminent power, you know.
I assume you have a plan?
Altaberry's our next destination. The very seat of the faith outside the capital. I thought we might propose another hunt. This time for relics.
Ah, the so-called divine relics. Those false idols the pagans consider relics of their gods.
Wow, they're mentioning... Hey.
What need does the world have for gods beyond ours? Soon, they will talk of nothing but how to win the Sanctus Church's favor. Your Eminence's influence would be sure to reach even greater heights.
And in the pagan lands, the greedier candidates will plunder and pillage for idols as they see fit. Fine footholds for our missionaries, all without getting our hands dirty. The collection of divine relics should be a spectacle held on Saint's Day. Our divine right will be undeniable. Once I take the throne, I will re-establish that these relics originally belonged to the Sanctus Church, and that they were ransacked from us in the course of history.
So, yeah, okay.
Your Eminence, on that day, I should be grateful to be honored with a proper title.
Say no more. A concession only fair for the right hand of the Sanctifex.
I don't have a feeling I'm gonna have to fight all these people.
Ever at your service. You do not bow your head.
Oh, humblest apologies.
What troubles you, my child?
Well, my concern would be about the risks involved.
Some theories suggest even the royal scepter was originally one of these relics. In the unlikely event that a divine relic were to be found to nullify the king's magic...
If such a relic existed, it would have been found long ago. You burden yourself with such fears. All you need to do is be a good saint. Smile, wave, and bless.
Rella, you are to return to the royal capital and gather the people under my banner.
Understood.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Hello, a word. Some odd blighter left a letter for you last night. Said he was Luis's man. Night Prowler, today, come. Bit curt if I'm honest, hardly diplomatic. Seems like this Night Prowler place is some sort of pub or club. But do you know where it is?
On the city's outskirts. Seemed fairly dingy to my eyes. I can't imagine Luis at a haunt like that.
You think it's a trap? Maybe he's caught on to us?
If he wanted to trap us, I doubt he would make it so obvious. Though that doesn't guarantee our safety there, of course.
Yeah.
We have little other option but to show up.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll hang about in the runner. Keep myself busy with tinkering. Let me know if you talk yourself onto Luis's craft, eh?
Right then. Let's be off to this Night Prowler.
Let's hurry.
Boy there. All right then.
Well met, eh? Wonderful.
Not. I have this weird gut feeling right now. Something bad's about to happen.
How's it going? I'll handle it.
Oh, that's a really interesting underground, like, bar. I don't like this music. Oh, god damn it.
Well, look who it is. Appreciate you coming out.
So it was you two.
You expected us to roll out the red carpet right into our headquarters. Consider this a pre-show. Still, you really are just a kid, aren't you?
And you're one to talk?
I wouldn't go having a laugh at me big brother's expense. That's when I get to step in. Make some points for my own life.
You are brothers. And he is the elder?
And here I thought the Magnus brothers' name was making the rounds. Shame that. It's fine. First offense and all won't kill you yet. Besides, Lord Luis has taken quite a shine to you lot. Before we let you see him, I have a question. I want you to think long and hard before you answer, right? What kind of king are you selling yourself to be exactly? Go on, let's have the pitch.
I'd treat all tribes equally.
Just like Lord Luis.
All right, a bit much, ease off. You know there's a big difference between meritocracy and equality. You're not doing yourself any favors here, are you?
Let's drop the pretenses, shall we? We were all about impressing Luis, and we've done that. You're all about results, aren't you?
You'll answer the question from me too. Why do you want to serve Master Luis? No lies now.
I don't like Forden or his church.
Too right. They have no idea what justice is. Ah, but you had a sanctoress publicly executed so you could get ahead. Not in a position to moralize, are you?
We don't expect everyone to take our side. We're just here to right wrongs, that's all.
Whatever. You got some brasty, I'll give you that much. Already got more accomplished than that Gladell ever did. You seem like the types to make yourselves useful.
Not many get Ardel's blessing. It's worth celebrating that. For now. You're in.
Someone like you should already know what it's like. The minority tribes face walls and barriers everywhere they look in society. Our greatest hope rides with Master Luis. We'll do whatever it takes to make him king, and starting today, so will you. Come on then. Master Luis is waiting for you inside his gauntlet runner, the Caradrius.
And no funny business up there, yeah? Nothing gets past the King's magic, and Lord Luis is one of the top candidates. We've captured some, 10 odd assassins now? Lord Luis uses them for magic experiments and, well, you know how that ends.
We finally have access to Luis's headquarters.
Yeah, but we have to be careful.
It's a valuable opportunity. Ideally, while most of our group is meeting with Luis, someone else can do a quick search inside.
Wait, me?
Yes, you're literally the smallest here.
There's no one more suitable. Anyone else, and he'd question their absence.
You're putting a solo infiltration on my tiny shoulders? But fine, I'll do it.
Once we're in the Skyrunner, we'll assess the situation, then deal with our own tasks.
No, because we can literally say she's just back at the gauntlet runner.
So?
Gunrun, Worship Harbor.
Hello there.
Incredible.
This is runner's really huge.
Hey!
Damn.
The pumpkins can fawn over the shard. I cannot say that. They said it and I don't remember how to say it. All you want later. We won't be flying for a good while anyway. What with Syria and all. Syria, what's that? Hey boss, how about you don't go telling them anything they don't need to know? We aren't officially friends yet. Now follow me, I'll give you the grand tour. Oh, and a friendly warning. Be on your best behavior. You try anything clever, you're dead on the spot. Make a rude comment to Lord Reese, dead on the spot. Got it?
Seriously.
Let's not test his patience then, eh? Lord Reese is the reception room.
We're off.
God damn, that's big.
Check this out.
At last.
Indeed.
Now, where was I?
Would you look at this? Do make yourself at home. Oh. You'll come again, won't you?
I'm gonna save right here too. I almost have 30 hours in the game.
Understood.
Got it.
I'm leaving.
So you get to used to it. This place can be a real maze.
Oh, yeah?
Wow, there's so many soldiers here. I suppose we shouldn't expect.
Well,
Like or not, an elder recruit is always going to stand out. But we're on the same side as all of them now, so stand tall.
And yet...
Oi! You're not serious.
Got it.
What in the...
What was that? Happens to everyone. Is that some sort of magic control locking mechanism? It keeps the suspicious elements out, you know, like the bastards pretending they're grunts when they're actually assassins.
I see.
Seems like a secure system. I assume you need a key to get around.
Yeah.
Now, there is different keys for different areas. Only a select few ranking soldiers have them. You want to walk freely around the runner, then you're going to have to move up in the ranks a bit first.
Evidently.
Keys are only given to ranking soldiers. Is it? Navigating this place has proven difficult without theirs in our position. We'll need to acquire them then. Already trading. Quit with the gossip and get on already.
Oh, nice.
It's much bigger than I thought. I almost forgot we're inside a gauntlet runner. Quit looking around so much. Now, what have we here? Are we letting schoolboys in the ranks now? These kids are new recruits. So that's all it took, eh? A little show of a exhibition. You used to have to prove yourself before you could stand with the Count's men.
No.
They got Lord Release approval. If that's not enough for you, I'll keep it to yourself before someone knocks you off that pedestal.
What's the meaning of this?
What? These peasants against me? Please, I'm a bloody sergeant. We could settle this right here, right now. They'll be wiping you off the walls.
Don't even try it.
I'll leave it out. Zangith? I don't know. Get your ass back to your post. That's in order.
Understood?
Just get this through your tiny heads. Power is everything around here. I give you 3 days at most until you run home. Tails between your legs.
Seriously.
You're just gonna stand there or you're gonna move. Come on.
here.
And this would be Lord Lurie's quarters. There's a recitation room. Alas, he'll be daft to show a pack of strangers straight to his private quarters, wouldn't he?
All right.
Lord Luis is waiting aside. Enter.
Hey.
Says my cue. I'll try looking around for the formula. Careful, lots of sharp eyes about. I'll try. You all stay safe too. See you soon, I hope.
A beautiful city, Briarhaven. But it is its identity I truly respect. Oceana's navy might well have won them the Annex War, if your Cronia hadn't chosen to forgo their honor and launch an opportunist attack in the wake of a storm. Even now, united in the kingdom, their pride in their power is what keeps this city alive. You wish to join my ranks. I need ask little else. Instead, I would hear what you wish to know most. Ask and I will answer. That is why I've bid you come here.
Here we go.
How do you plan on winning against Forden?
I will kill him. Not that my victory rests on doing so. That man and Sanctism both are malignant tumors in this country's flesh and must be excised to save it.
Aren't candidates protected by the king's magic?
The king is not a god. There is always a way. It is clear no small conviction drives you. Perhaps keeping you close will prove useful. You, assembled company, I hereby permit you to enter my service.
We are much obliged.
This is the heart of magic silver. Cut your finger and let the blood fall. A proper rite of loyalty. Shows how all our blood flows through the same heart.
Watch yourselves, though. If your own heart's not true to our cause, well, it's not just a drop you lose. Might take off a whole limb.
You hesitate.
It's just that...
Fear and anxiety. They always lead the people astray. But power and order trumps all. That is the crux of my rule.
Good. It would appear we've passed.
Ha! Look at you, like knock-kneed lambs. Just having a bit of fun with you, eh? You think I'd go to all that effort?
On August 13th, I intend to hold a soiree in this city. It seems a fine opportunity for you to make your debut in my retinue.
Okay, so we actually have a date for August. I like how it's also, I like how the days are like different enough, but it's just like, oh yeah, August 13th. Yeah, we got a thing. Make sure you come along. Bring your friends. Bring your family. Bring your loved ones. It's gonna be fantastic.
Very exclusive, see? Only for those good enough to be part of our campaign. You should feel honored.
As my gauntlet runner requires some maintenance, the party shall be held at the feast hall where I'm staying. In the meantime, do as you will.
Yeah, I'm kind of worried about her.
Only this area feels any different from the rest. I need a key to get in, though. It'd be nice if I could see what's going on in here, too.
Is that boy candidate here already?
Meeting with Count Luis as we speak, I think. Didn't think he'd end up on our side.
I expect we'll run into each other on the job, eh? That said, let's get back to our rounds.
Yikes! They're coming this way! I have to hide!
Go, Galaga. Let's fly up. Other vents, you know.
Is this the other side of that door? Never thought it'd lead to a place like this. This area just screams suspicious with all the guards. The formula's gotta be somewhere around here. Is someone coming?
Oh, it's her.
Figures they'd show up now. Isn't that the songstress? What is she doing here?
Lady Juna, is something amiss?
What's that book Dusty's holding?
I do recall saying I didn't need a personal guard today.
Yes, but this is Luis's personal quarters, and we thought in case you needed.
Well, I don't. You can do your guarding downstairs for today. Do you understand? And, well... I mean, do you really want to be guarding this door when Count Luis returns? Oh, the things you would hear. How awkward for us both.
You mean... Idiot, don't make the lady repeat herself. Apologies, my lady. We'll make ourselves scarce.
Close one. Opportunities like this are so few and far between. I've got to get this back in place. Oh, wonderful. How were these arranged again?
A magic spell? Is that the formula? Just my luck. I can't carry out something that big.
No, but you can pay. You could have went through the door, Gallica.
And now I know where it is.
No one looks up.
Jolly good! You've got the man's eyes on you. Now that you've sworn fealty, we can get right down in the guts of his Skyrunner.
I worry for Gallica. Perhaps we ask too much of her. I hope she's all right.
Ah, it seems you worried for naught.
I'm back!
Who voices Gallica? No, see. The voice actress actually has voiced a lot of things. Like a lot of characters. Ah, she was part of Winx Club. That's part of the reason why. I probably know that voice somewhere. We're talking about old Winx Club. Okay, leave me alone. There's so many characters. Man, there's a lot of the voice actors in this game that has never done a lot of voice acting before. It's like, oh yeah, they only done one other role.
Phew. You're clearly bursting with good news, too.
I know, right? I found where the formula is! I'm pretty sure I saw the real thing. Even if it wasn't, I'd bet the real one's somewhere in that room.
Masterfully done. We could have asked no better an infiltrator.
That songstress Juno was
Oh,
there,
hey,
too.
what's up?
I'm pretty sure it was Luis.
Sorry, I didn't. I'm like locked
I have
in.
to wonder what she was doing.
I like
there.
how games that are dubbed by smaller and or originals. I'm doing good. Yeah, I was just looking up the voice cast of this, and and a lot of them never like voiced like a main character before. So I was very surprised, except for like Gallica, that the voice actress like did multiple other roles. Feel icky. That's not a good.
Whatever
sign.
the case, I assume you could lead the way to the room?
Well, yes, but it might be a bit tricky. To get to Luis's quarters, we'd need to go through the crew quarters, then through the starboard corridor, or the port corridor. You need a key to get into each of the divisions. Whoever's in charge at each guard post has one. Luis's private quarters have a special key too. That one's held by the representative on the bridge.
In short, we'll need to pass through 3 blocks. The crew quarters, either the starboard or port corridor, and the bridge.
It looked like he's usually got his quarters under guard, so we'll want to pick a time of day when there'll be less people around.
I don't mind, you know, if I see the same people.
Night of the soiree?
They get the
Surely it would be a skeleton crew.
they get the job because they're really good at it, you know.
He would have us debut as his supporters on that night. How would we get away with not being present?
Maybe if we just excuse ourselves for a short time? We've got plenty of time to prepare. Securing an infiltration route, finding out when it will be less crowded. This is all work we can get done in advance. On the night of, Gallica and one other will slip out, swipe the formula, then return by the shortest route possible.
Have anyone in mind? My hearing makes stealth jobs simple work.
No. I think he'd be our best bet.
You would have the guest of honor himself absent?
This is Luis we're talking about. He's bound to notice any absence. If we've lost on that front already, we might as well send our strongest.
What do you think? It would be risky as a mere solo infiltration. Are you up to the task?
We'll just have to make it work.
You truly mean that?
Yeah?
Seriously. We're jumping from tightrope to tightrope here. We'll have to prep our infiltration strategy tomorrow. For now, let's get back to the inn and get some rest.
Fuzzy ears.
That reminds me.
Yes.
Wasn't he got told to go back to this post. Makes me wonder, and he might be in charge of one of the runners.
I see.
I can't tell his strength was formidable even if I'm near him. I doubt it. We talk in more details in the morning. Can I leave? Come on, can't leave. So I'm almost 30 hours into the game.
What now?
Let's look at the calendar. We know August 13th he's gonna have a party. So Forgiveness Day. It gives us about 1, 2, 3, about 4 weeks to do what we need to. But we also need to go through the dungeon too. That means something in August is gonna happen, and then this is the last month in the game. Like, I don't know if you can hear that sound. There's only 10 months in this game. And it seems like the Day of Heroes is like the big one. Is it weird to say I feel like this game's a lot shorter than what it is? Because I'm about to hit August and I only have like 2 more months and that's it. I guess I need to level up. Probably the best thing to do.
Look at that.
Good night.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Now then.
Now, starting today, we need to work out on infiltration route to Louis' private quarters. The issue is those in charge of the area, the ones holding the keys. This would seem they make a formidable lineup. What shall we do? Made the simplest option is the best option. Get them alone, beat their key from them and push forward.
Even so,
if we mean to attack, a short decisive encounter is order of the day. If they call for reinforcements, we may not fare so well.
Yes.
Let's have trained their ranks through.
I'm a little worried.
Yeah.
Trained by hunting bounties and like so, or we may end up over our heads. All the officers are quite strong and useful.
Then
Maybe we can dig up some info for the informant. Who knows?
Got it.
Well, to his digging before the day of sorrow.
Let's focus.
August 12th is whenever I have to get through that. Oh my god! It's okay.
Let's head there.
Oi there!
All right then. Where to?
Well, definitely need to do.
Oh, what should I do?
Death surely die. Must my hand always be stained with blood of children? Wow. Oh, have I seen you somewhere before? Now you mention, I do recall seeing an elder boy at the exhibition. One that looked to the same as traveling across country, helping all those in need. That's true, then may I ask for your aid as well?
Oh, pity.
During the training exercise, the city guard corps were ambushed by a human. There were many casualties, especially among the youngest recruits. I need a special medicine to save them, but the shop's stocks are exhausted, and I can't make it myself as a required ingredients found within the monster-infested forest.
If you can help.
Let's give it a shot.
No deadline, but it's rank 4 and 30,000.
Whoa. This place.
That Gauntlet runner over there.
Smell trouble.
Oh, Caesar runner.
Ooh. Here's where we are now.
Okay.
Well met, eh?
All right then.
What the fuck? Whoop. Whoop.
Wonderful.
What? I love how I can just surf on a sword. Okay, I think that's where I'm gonna stop, at least for tonight. I was gonna do a shorter stream anyway. At least the game. I'm not ending the actual stream, but obviously I will play more this Thursday. And we'll see what we'll do then. So yeah. Hello everyone, if you like this video then don't hesitate to check out the channel, where I upload my playthroughs, thoughts on games, and many other videos based around video games. If you want to see when the next video goes up, then don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button. Hope everyone has a great morning, afternoon, evening, or night, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Bye!